Robyn Jones is suing her ex-boyfriend, Tom Anderson, for utility bills, breach of contract, and pain and suffering due to stress.
Ms. Jones, there really is one linear interpretation of this case. There are a lot of little tributaries, but the main point of your complaint is that you and Mr. Anderson lived together for a couple of decades. Not continuously, but the majority of the last 2 decades. Sometime, I think it was around 2013, the two of you moved in with Mr. Anderson's mother. Or did she move in with you?
My grandmother.
Grandmother.
She moved in with me 2012 or
2009.
Yeah, 2009.
Don't speak to each other. In 2009, your grandmother moved in with you. Where was her house, which was at issue in this case?
Her house was in Lakeside, and my grandfather had passed away, and she asked me to come live with her. This is 2003, asked me to come live with her so she wouldn't have to be alone. And I did for the last 10 years till she died when she was 97. Robyn moved in.
Okay, let's start again. You went to live with your grandmother in what year?
2003.
So you were living with her. Now,
Correct.
when did that change?
December 25th, I think, this last year, 2018.
All right, then let's go back to where I started from, when you both said to me, oh, no, that's wrong. The two of you were living in your grandmother's house in Lakeside. Your grandmother
Yes.
didn't come to live with you. You went to live with her in
Correct.
her house in Lakeside.
I did.
She may have come later,
Right.
but your grandmother didn't come to live with you.
Correct.
All right, then let's start again before I get very frustrated with the two of you.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
Because this is not a difficult case. It's a very easy case. You and he were a couple. Let's say for 10 years you lived together in his grandmother's house.
Correct.
You say that his grandmother promised the two of you that when she died, you could have the house for taking care of her.
Yes.
That's what the case is about. She died, but she has other children and other grandchildren. And the estate took 5 years to settle. And the estate finally settled, and you were told you had to leave the house. And you were given a settlement check in the amount of?
I received $27,000 for a malpractice suit on the attorney that was my sister's attorney.
Did you receive any settlement for the house?
No, not yet.
I don't care about a settlement for your accident. This is about a settlement for the house. You were ordered out of the house by a judge. That's already been adjudicated. Was there a settlement between you, your siblings, and other relatives with regard to the house?
Yeah, I was to get 40% of the sale of the house, which I had to split with my attorneys, 40%.
You're mumbling.
40% of the house is what I would receive.
And you had to split that with whom?
My attorney.
You and your attorney.
My attorneys, yeah.
He got a percentage of it. He didn't get half.
Right, 40%, I think.
Was that lake house sold?
No, it's being sold right now. It's in, they had an offer on it right now. They took time, so it's
So it's not sold. Okay. Well, you want money from him. For what?
For a verbal agreement that we had at the time. Grandma took a fall, and she was placed in the hospital.
Listen, I don't need the tributaries.
Okay. He came to me and asked me if I would take care of Grandma.
Great, if
Until
you would
she
take care
passed
of the
away. In return, she was going to give us the house to live in.
She was going to give you the house. Well, that's been adjudicated by another judge. The judge says that he didn't believe that. Either he didn't believe it, or he just got a share of it because he's a relative. So he got 40%, and other relatives got other percentages when the house is sold. So there's nothing for you.
Well,
What?
I'm thinking that a percentage of what he got from the house would
He didn't get anything for the house yet.